Okay, so today we are going to discuss about the centers of the triangle. Okay, so you know there are 5 types of centers of triangle. One is centroid, second one is in center, third one is X center, fourth one is orthocenter, and the fifth one is circumcenter. Okay, so we will discuss one by one. So let's start with the first one, that is first one is centroid. First one is centroid. See, it is point of intersection of medians. Suppose that a triangle given, vertices given x1, y1, this is a vertex, b vertex is given x2, y2, C vertex is given x3, y3. We want to find out the centroid of this triangle. Okay, so how we can calculate this? See, so definition of centroid says it is point of intersection of medians of the triangle. It is point of intersection of the medians of the triangle. So let's discuss something, a little bit knowledge we need to get about this median. Remember, median is the line which divides the opposite side into two equal halves. Median is the line which divides the opposite sides into two equal halves. This is, suppose this is A, this is B, this is C. This is median. And median also divides the triangle into two equal area. Two equal area median divides. Okay? So this was about median. So according to definition of centroid, it is saying it is point of intersection of median. So if a triangle has three vertices, there will be three medians also. So this is median, and this is the median. And this is the point of intersection of all three medians. Okay. So this will be our centroid. Remember, centroid is denoted by G. So this is the point G. This is what our centroid. Now how we can calculate the coordinates of centroid? How we can get the coordinates of centroid? Remember, there are some basic properties about centroid, that this, first of all, you know, median divides this side into two equal parts. Yes or no? Simply means if this is D coordinate, this length and this length will be what? Equal. Okay. Now some basic properties about the centroid. First property is centroid, that is by G, centroid divides the median into 2:1 ratio. That means this part will be 2 length and this part will be 1 length. For each median, similar for this and this part will be 1 length and this part will be 2 length. This part will be 2 and this part will be 1. So two properties you know. First one is median divides the side, the base, into two equal halves, and centroid divides the median into 2:1 ratio. Understood? Okay, so see, now we are going to find out the coordinates of centroid. How we can find out coordinates of centroid? Remember, if you have this vertices given, that is x3, y3, and this vertices given, that is x2, y2, and this is the midpoint of this line segment joining CB, you can easily find out the coordinates of D by what? Midpoint division formula, that is also called section formula. It is one of the part of the section formula. Okay, so the coordinates of D here will be what? x2 plus x3 upon 2, and y coordinate will be y2 plus y3 upon 2. This is the coordinates of point D. Understood? Yes or no? Okay, so D point once you got, A point already given. Then think about this. Think about this line segment AB. Think about this line segment AB. If D coordinate you have got, A coordinate already given, then ratio also given 2:1. That is this length 2, then this length will be 1. Ratio already given. So again you can apply point G now. So coordinates of G, we are going to get coordinates of G. Remember, this 2 into x coordinate of D. So where is x coordinate of D? This 2. So 2 into x coordinate of D, that is x2 plus this should be x3. This should be x3. x2 plus x3 upon 2 and 1 into x1 plus 1 into x1 upon what? Upon 2 plus 1. Okay, and similarly y coordinate you can find out 2 into y coordinate of D, that is y2 plus y3 on 2 plus y1, 1 into y1, that will be y1, and this will be 2 plus 1. So let's find out. Solve this. G point is going to be this 2 cancel, this 2 cancel. This will be x1, this x1 plus x2 plus x3 upon this is 3, and this is going to be y1 plus this y2 plus y3 and upon this 2 plus 1 3. So these are the coordinate of the centroid of triangle. Remember one thing, once again I want to repeat this. Since we are going to find out centroid of triangle, we need a little bit knowledge about the median. And you know median divides the opposite side into two equal halves. Okay. Centroid divides the median into ratio 2:1. What is centroid? It is point of intersection of median. I have taken this side and this side and solved, and we got this one as our centroid. Remember one thing, you can also find out centroid by solving this side, by taking this side. Suppose this is E, you can find out this is what? This is the midpoint of line AB. So you can find out coordinates of this and this line check. C, coordinate of C is given, so same, this will be 2:1 ratio. You can find out centroid, and in that case also you will get the coordinates of centroid as this one. Understood? I'm sure you understood. Okay. So now let's discuss about the properties of centroid. There are some basic properties of centroid given. See. So now properties of G, that is centroid. Some basic properties. Actually, there are so many properties, but some basic properties I will discuss here, and other properties I will discuss after discussing all of these things. Okay. So the first property is, as you know, centroid divides the median into 2:1 ratio. So that will be the first property as you know. Okay. Second property. Remember, in any triangle, this is A, this is B, this is C, this is vertices x1, y1, this will be x2, y2, this is x3, y3. Okay. Remember, if you want to find out, suppose G is given, centroid given. So centroid of the other triangle made by joining the points on the sides, cutting into the same ratio. Suppose ये m:n है, and this is the point this is n, and this is the point m, and this is n. Suppose that this point is cutting, or you can say intersecting this side AB into ratio m:n. This side also intersected by this point into ratio m:n, and this side also intersected by the ratio m:n. I mean to say that simple. In simple language, you can say if these points E, F, and G cutting their respective sides into same ratio, and you are joining this triangle. So remember, centroid of triangle GEF. Centroid of triangle EFG or GEF also will be the same centroid. Okay, this is the first property. Remember, ratio may be equal, ratio may be anything, but ratio should be same. Okay. Third property is, remember, this is the A, B, and C. This is the triangle and this is the centroid. Suppose this is the point of centroid, na? This is G. Remember, all this, suppose this is D, E, F. All these 6 triangles. This triangle, same area. Okay, centroid divides the original triangle into 6 equal areas wala triangle. Understood? Okay. Now the fourth property is, this is the triangle given ABC. This is the centroid given D. So remember, centroid always also divide the triangle into 3 triangles, 3 equal triangles. This triangle AGC, you can say na area of triangle AGC will be equals to area of triangle AGB, area of triangle AGB, and that will be equals to area of triangle CGB, area of triangle CGB. So first property says that centroid divides the median into 2:1 ratio. Second property says, if these sides are being intersected by some points in equal ratio and you are joining and making them as a triangle, then centroid of the new triangle will be same as the centroid of the original triangle. Achha. Third property says, this centroid makes, or you can say na, cut into 6 equal triangles and area of all the 6 equal triangles will be same. This fourth one, centroid also divides the original triangle into 3 equal triangles. Okay, 3 equal triangles means area of all 3 triangles, this and this will be what? Equal. There is one more property, fifth one. Remember, if this is the centroid, this is the centroid, and this is midpoint. Okay, suppose this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, this is E, this is F. Okay, so D, E, F are the midpoint of the line joining BC, AE, and DE. Remember one thing, if you will join them, so as you know, according to this property, centroid of triangle DEF will be same. Again, if you are joining midpoints of these new triangles, then centroid of the new triangle will be the same centroid of the original triangle. Okay, now again you are doing the same thing. No matter how many times you are joining this, until and unless this triangle becomes a point, you will be getting the same centroid for each of the triangle. Remember this types of questions. Question based on this formula or property, you can say, usually comes in names. Okay, so these are the basic properties of the centroid. Now we will be discussing about the incenter. Remember, properties of centroid not finished yet. There are many properties of centroid are given, but all the properties are, some properties are related to all of this now. So I will discuss all of them after discussing all of these things. Okay. So now let's discuss about the incenter. I'm sure you understood all of these things. So now the second one, that is incenter. Now the second one is incenter. Incenter of the triangle. Don't write this. Incenter. It is usually denoted by I. It is usually denoted by I. Remember one thing. What is it? It is point of intersection of angle bisectors. Suppose हमारा ये एक triangle दिया. Vertices are given x1, y1. Vertex B coordinate x2, y2. Vertex C coordinate x3, y3. Okay. Now, incenter says it is point of intersection of angle bisectors. It is point of intersection of angle bisectors of the triangle. Angle bisector का मतलब क्या होता है? See, angle bisector simply means ये जो angle है, this angle given ना, these angles are being divided into equal parts. Okay, this is called angle bisector. This is the point of intersection of angle bisectors, and this is called I. This is called incenter. Remember, as in the centroid, we studied a basic property of median. We should also know the basic properties of the angle bisector. Remember some basic properties of angle bisector. Angle bisector bisector divides the opposite lines or opposite sides in the ratio sides containing it. See, what is meaning of see? What is meaning of this? Suppose this length is given a, that means length of this side CB is a, and length of this side is C, length of this side is B. A small b, a small c, and a small a I am taking. Remember one thing. So if this point is D, this point D is the, you know na, angle bisector wala point which is dividing this side C. In what ratio this will divide? Side containing it, that is, ध्यान से देखिए, ये अगर हमारा एंगल बाइसेक्टर यहाँ से यहाँ तक लिया and this is dividing line this CB, इसके इस वाला साइड ये B है, so ये हमारा B and इस वाला साइड क्या है C, so ये हमारा C होगा. तो ये D, basically D is dividing this line segment dividing CB in the ratio B is to C, in the ratio B is to C. So ध्यान से देखिए, this you can write CD, this C, this D upon this DB will be equals to B is to C. Understood? Similarly, if this is E, this length will be what? इसका वाला साइड कौन सा है? A है, तो ये A. इसका वाला साइड क्या है? ये वाला साइड कौन सा है? B है, तो B. Okay? So if you want to write this BE upon AE, this is going to be A upon B. Similarly for this one, suppose this is A, so CF you want to write CF upon FA. This is going to be, ये कौन सा साइड होगा इसका? C upon, ये कौन सा साइड होगा? ये कौन सा साइड होगा ये वाला? अच्छा, this one is C, this one is what? A ना? A upon C, A upon C. Okay, understood? So this was the basic property of the basic property of the angle bisector. Understood? Now some little knowledge about the incenter also, so that we can find out the coordinate of incenter. Okay, so let's see. Let me draw this figure again. Otherwise, A is equals to x1 y1. This B is equals to x2 y2, and C coordinate is given x3 y3. एंगल बाइसेक्टर हमने लिया ऐसे रैंडमली डायग्राम बनाया. ध्यान से देखिए. Basic property 2, that is this property is property of incenter. Remember, incenter, this incenter divides the angle bisector into the ratio. ध्यान से देखिए, ये लेंथ है A, this length is C, this length is B. Okay, this was given na. So this angle bisector, this incenter will divide this angle bisector AD in the ratio. This is B side, this is C side. So this is B plus C is to this side is what? A is to A. So if this is I given, AI upon ID will be equals to what? B plus C upon A. Okay? Same case with this line, same case with this line. You can utilize any of these three cases and you can solve the coordinates of the incenter. Okay? So now let's find out what is incenter and how we can find out the coordinates of incenter if the coordinates of all the vertices of the triangle are given. So see, let me draw the diagram again. This is A with coordinate x1 y1, this is B with coordinate x2 y2, this is C with coordinate x3 y3. Okay? See, this one is the angle bisector, this coordinate is D. This one is the other angle bisector. This is E, and this one is the other angle bisector. Suppose this is DEF, na? Okay. So I am taking